Do you want a healthy apple crisp recipe that is full of caramelized apples, fall spices, and topped with a crunchy pecan and oat crumble? One of the best apple crisp recipes that will become a new fall dessert favorite. Hey there, I'm London Brazil from evolvingtable.com, where you'll learn how to make nourishing meals for your loved ones. And that healthy recipe today is this easy apple crisp. We recently had a bunch of our friends come over, and no dinner party would be complete without a little bit of dessert. As soon as they walked through the door, many of them were absolutely dying to know what that delicious smell was. And this time, it wasn't one of my Yankee candles. They quickly raced to the kitchen and saw that it was this apple crisp. So if you're ready for some apple pie spice to fill the air, come on in and let's get started. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. First, start off by peeling, coring, and slicing 3 pounds of apples, or about 6 medium-sized apples. There are a few different types of apples that you can use in this recipe. A few of my favorites include Gala, Fuji, Honeycrisp, or Golden Delicious apples. Since our local grocery store had a great deal on the organic Gala apples, that's what we'll be using here today. So let's just go ahead and get rid of these other apples. The easiest way to peel apples is by using a potato peeler. But you can also use a very sharp knife and a skilled hand if that's all you have. We've only got one more left. There we go. Now that all of our apples are peeled, let's move on to cutting them into 1/4 inch slices. Let's speed things up here a bit. Add apples to a large skillet with 2 tablespoons of butter. You can also use vegan buttery sticks if you are dairy-free or vegan. For the spice in this recipe, we'll be using an apple pie spice blend. If you want to know the exact one I use in this recipe, you can find it at the link below. Add 1 teaspoon of apple pie spice, 1/2 cup of coconut sugar, or regular white granulated sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Cook apples over medium heat for 8 to 10 minutes or until apples become slightly tender. While the apples are cooking, let's move on to preparing that apple crisp topping. You'll first start off with 6 tablespoons of softened and slightly melted butter. Add 1/3 cup of coconut sugar to the butter. Using a fork or pastry cutter, mix the ingredients together. Once the butter and sugar are mixed together, we'll add 2/3 cup of flour. A gluten-free 1-to-1 blend was used here today, along with 1/2 cup of gluten-free old-fashioned oats, 1/2 cup of coarsely chopped pecans, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Continue cutting them together until the mixture forms coarse crumbs. The apple crisp topping is ready to go. The apples are done cooking, and now we just need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice to add to the apples. Spray a 9 by 13 inch baking dish with non-stick cooking spray and pour apples into the pan. Sprinkle crumb topping all over the apples. If you are preparing this ahead of time for a party or gathering, this is a great place to stop and store it in the refrigerator. The day of serving, simply pull it out an hour ahead of time and bake as directed. But if you're ready to dig into this today, simply pop it into that 350 degree oven for 30 to 35 minutes. You'll know the apple crisp is done baking when the topping is lightly browned and crunchy. Oh my goodness, y'all, this smells so good. I wish that I could transmit these smells like over the internet somehow so that you could smell it too, because it's absolutely incredible. And look at that crunchy pecan and oat crumble. All of those juicy and tender apples. And the only thing that could make this even better is a big ol' scoop of ice cream. And don't worry, if you're dairy-free, this vanilla ice cream is incredible. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness, that is so good. I'm gonna have to restrain myself from eating this entire thing. But it's a good thing that I went ahead and bought twice the amount of ingredients so that I can make an entire batch when our friends come over for dinner tonight.
That crumble, that cinnamon apple, reminds me that fall is coming.
If you liked what you saw here today, make sure you check out these other healthy dessert recipes. And don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up below. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another nourishing meal to serve your loved ones. See you again soon.